Hey racers, John Racer 3 here, back for another Hot Wheels tournament. Today we've got a Fat Track Supercar battle. We've got 16 unopened supercars about to take on the 2-lane Fat Track battle. I've not raced this track yet on the new setup, so I'm super excited for you guys to see all of the races and to see all 16 of these brand new cars take on the track to see which one is the fastest around the Fat Track dual track. But I'm gonna go ahead, stop talking, let's see which one of these cars is the best. But first, we gotta open them. Now that the cars are opened and liberated from their package, let's go ahead and check out these matchups. First matchup, we got a Nissan Skyline and the Fast and Furious Mazda RX-7. Second matchup, we got a Gran Turismo matchup with the Toyota Supra and the Porsche 911. Next up, we got a hypercar battle with that blue McLaren P1 looking really pretty and that white Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. And then after that, we got a hypercar battle. We got the McLaren Solus GT versus the Bugatti Bolide. First time on the track for that Bugatti. Super excited to see how well that car does. Next up, we got a Lamborghini Murcielago versus a Pagani Zonda R. Two beautiful looking track cars, and this Murcielago just looks incredible with that rear wing. Right after that, we've got a Tesla Roadster, versus a Lamborghini Reventon, two very good looking supercars. And then we got another Porsche 911 going up against a Corvette C8 Matchbox moving parts model. And then finally we have the Quasar versus the, what is this car again? Always forget the name of this thing. There we go, the Corsa versus the Quasar. That'll be our first matchup on the Fat Track. Let's go ahead and go over the rules for this tournament. The format for this race is going to be 1v1. It's going to be the first car to 2 wins to take the win and move on to the next round. The cars are going to be switching lanes every single time, and the lane that they start off with is completely randomized. So that'll lead us all the way down to the championship, where it is a 1v1, and it is going to be the first car to 3 wins for that championship. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking. Let's just get straight into the racing, because this track is gonna be incredible when it comes to racing, passing, and crashing. And I forgot to mention, but it's pretty self-explanatory, the car that gets the farthest on the Fat Track will be taking home the win. So let's go ahead and get into our first matchup. First up, we got the Bizzarrini Corsa on the inside and Quasar on the outside. Close, the Bizzarrini holds it on the inside, getting the first win over the Quasar. They switch lanes. Can the Bizzarrini get it done on the top? He will. He gaps the Quasar going down the downhill, and he's going to take the inside and outside lane victories. An easy win for the Bizzarrini. I'm very aware that I'm probably butchering the name of this casting, but oh well. Next up, we've got the Porsche 911 Hot Wheels Speed Machines on the outside and the Corvette C8 moving parts on the inside. 3, 2, 1. Has some great speed on the outside. He's going to be beating the Corvette, taking the win on the outside. Can the Corvette hold it on the outside, or will the Porsche just blow by him again? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. Looks like it's going to be another easy win for the Porsche, getting around that curve smoothly, staying straight, and most importantly, beating the Matchbox moving parts model. Unfortunate. Our next matchup, we got a Tesla Roadster on the outside and a Lamborghini Reventon on the inside. Roadster has the speed. It looks like he's going to dominate on that outside lane. The Reventon, not so much. Let's go ahead and switch lanes, see if the Reventon can bring it back. This Tesla Roadster is fast, though. Let's see what he can do. As they go into the corner, but the Tesla's going to have the inside, beating out the Reventon and taking the win, moving on to the next round. An unfortunate run for the Reventon, but hey, at least it's a beautiful looking car. For our next matchup, we got the Lamborghini Murcielago from Fate of the Furious versus a Pagani Zonda R. Going into the turn, the Pagani Zonda is going to block off the Lamborghini from finishing first on that outside lane, the Pagani is going to take race 1 with a dirty move on the backstretch. All right, let's see what the Pagani can do on the outside. Can he beat the Murcielago one more time? Murcielago, can he bring it back with the speed? It looks like he will. The Lamborghini Murcielago is going to pull it back on that straight line speed, bringing it to a race 3. A great comeback for the Lamborghini. Whatever car wins this one takes home the trophy. Who's going to take it in 3, 2, 1? It's going to be the Pagani coming back on the inside, on the back straightaway, passing the Lamborghini and taking the win, moving on to the next round. Next up, we have a matchup I've been anticipating the most. We got the Bugatti Bolide on the outside and the McLaren Solus GT on the inside. Let's see who takes it in 3, 2, 1. Going to be the Bugatti holding a lead early on that outside, finishing off on turn 2. A great run for the Bugatti as he goes into round 2. The McLaren has to hold it off for one last race. That Bugatti has the speed on the downhill, but can the McLaren hold on? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. It doesn't look like it. Looks like the Bugatti's just going to pull away from the McLaren, wrapping around the inside of turn 2. It's not going to be enough from this McLaren as the Bugatti moves on to the next round. Next up, we have a beautiful looking hypercar matchup. We got the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento versus the McLaren P1. Has the speed. It's going to go around turn 2 and easily beat the McLaren P1. All right, let's see what this McLaren can do on the inside. Can he hold on? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. It's going to be a wreck, and it's going to be the McLaren blowing by the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento after an unfortunate corner exit. We're going to go to a race 3. The McLaren's on the outside, so he's going to have to hope and pray this Lamborghini cannot make it around the corner. But this race will decide it all. Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's going to be close. The McLaren looks on the outside, but the Lamborghini is not having it. It's going to be the Sesto Elemento just barely edging out that McLaren for the win. Next up on the track, we have a Gran Turismo battle. We got the Toyota Supra versus the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. 3, 2, 1. It's going to be the Supra holding the outside and getting the first win to beat out the Porsche. Let's see if this Porsche can hang out on the outside. Let's see what happens in 3, 2, 1. And it's not even going to be close. The Toyota Supra is going to take it, beating out the Porsche. An unfortunate performance for Porsche and the GT3 RS. At least there's one Porsche already into the next round. And for our final match for the first round, we have a Nissan Skyline GTR R33 versus a Mazda RX-7. It's going to be the Skyline holding it around the outside for the first race, beating out the Mazda. Now they switch lanes. Can the Mazda make anything happen? That Skyline is fast, and unfortunately the Mazda is not. The Skyline's going to be the last car taking the win from the first round and moving on to the next one. And man, what a good looking car it is. Here you have it. We have our next 8 cars and matchups ready to go. Some super fast cars here about to take on the track. Well, let's go ahead and start with our first matchup. We got the Bizzarrini versus the Porsche 911. Let's see what this Porsche can do on the outside going into race number 1. The Porsche holds it on the outside, but it's going to be a close one. The Bizzarrini holds it on the inside, but doesn't have the speed on the straights to catch the Porsche as we go into a very close round 2. One more win for the Porsche and it's over. Can the Bizzarrini make a comeback? doesn't look like it. It's going to be the Porsche 911 GT3 from the Hot Wheels Speed Machines, taking the win and moving on to the semifinals. A pretty good run for the Bizzolini, but not good enough. Our next matchup is very colorful. We got a Tesla Roadster versus a Pagani Zonda R. The Zonda R is going to hold his speed very well on that outside. Can he get the win again on the inside? Let's go to race number 2. Can the Tesla get a better start with that all-electric power? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. Gonna be close, but it's gonna be the Pagani holding off that Tesla. Neck and neck, but the Tesla just didn't have the speed to follow through. The Pagani moves on to the semifinals. Where is he? There he is. Our next matchup's a good one. We got the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento on the outside, a proven diecast that has won championships versus the Bugatti Bolide, the first tournament it's ever been a part of. Let's see who takes it in 3, 2, 1. And it looks like it's going to be the Sesto Elemento taking the first win. The Bugatti has some good speed to hold on to behind the Sesto, but it's not going to be enough. Sesto takes the first win. The Sesto has the advantage on the inside lane for race 2. Can the Bugatti make it happen? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. The Bugatti all over the back bumper of the Sesto. It is not going to be enough. The Lamborghini Sesto Elemento takes the win and moves on to the semifinals, beating out the Bugatti Bolide. A fast casting, but won't be taking home a championship anytime soon. And now we've got our final matchup of the second round. Who will move on to the semis? Will it be the Toyota Supra or will it be the Nissan Skyline? It looks like the Supra is going to be able to hold off the Skyline on the inside, but it's going to be close. Let's go ahead and switch lanes and see what happens. Supra's going to have to work hard to get it done on that outside. Let's see what happens. Down the straight, the Supra tries to go for a pass, but it is blocked 3 times by the Nissan, who gets his first win. We're going to a race 3. This is going to put the Supra on the inside for race 3. Can the Nissan hold on and upset the Supra? Let's find out. Whoa. And it's going to be an upset. The Nissan, after losing the first race, is going to take the win around the outside of the Supra and is going to move on to the semifinals. Here are your semifinalists in our first heat. We got the Porsche 911 GT3 going up against the Pagani Zonda R. And then for our next matchup, we got the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento going up against that Nissan Skyline GTR R33 with the Godzilla scheme. Looking really nice. Which one of these cars are going to face off in the finals? There's only one way to find out. We've got the Porsche on the inside, the Pagani on the outside. Who will take race 1 in 3, 2, 1. And it's not even gonna be close. It's gonna be the Pagani taking the win, destroying the Speed Machines Porsche. I was not expecting that. Let's go to race 2. Maybe that was just a bad run for the Porsche. Can he make something happen on the outside? Or will the Pagani just fly to the finals? Let's find out. Look at that, the Pagani almost gets wrecked by the Porsche, and it's not going to be enough. The Pagani, wow, an unbelievably close call, but we're going to give that win to the Porsche, holding its speed just a little bit better, doing the crossover move on the Pagani. It's 1-1 going into race number 3. I mean, look at how close that is. The Porsche did technically get farther, but look at how close that is. The Pagani's on the outside. Can the Porsche beat him to turn 1 to make something happen? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. It doesn't look like it, but it's going to be the Porsche beating him on the backstretch, beating out the Pagani after a wreck. Unfortunate for the Pagani, but it's going to be a huge clutch for the Porsche Speed Machines as he's going to take the win and move on to the finals. What a race. But now it's time to decide who is going to face the Porsche in the finals. Will it be the Lamborghini or the Nissan? Nissan on the outside. Let's see if we can make something happen. The Lamborghini's gonna get a bad exit from the corner, but it doesn't matter. He's gonna hold the inside and pass the Nissan again on the backstretch. Look at that. Both cars were in the lead at some point during the race, but the Lamborghini's gonna hold strong from race one. The Nissan lost its first race last round, but it is in jeopardy of being eliminated if the Lamborghini can take it on the outside. Let's find out who takes it in 3, 2, 1. And the Lamborghini's gonna wreck out. The Nissan is gonna claim the victory. If the Sesto can't keep it straight, the Nissan's gonna walk all the way to the finals. We got one more race to go. Can the Nissan repeat what happened last round? Starting on the outside, the Lamborghini's got the inside, but the Lamborghini just has to keep it straight. He's got too much speed. Let's find out who takes it. It's gonna be a close drag race, but not really. The Nissan gave it all it could, but the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento is gonna hold on to first place and move on to the finals matchup. And here are your two finalists. We got the Porsche 911 GT3 Hot Wheels Speed Machines, getting every single win it possibly can up until this point. And then we got the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, a proven championship contending casting, back again in the white and red livery, going for first place. An incredible matchup. But first, let's find out who gets third. For third place, we got the Pagani starting up top and the Nissan on the inside. Look at that, the Pagani's gonna spin all the way around, but he's still gonna manage to maintain that gap in front of the Nissan for race number one. Let's see what the Nissan can do on the outside again, in jeopardy of being eliminated. Man, the Nissan finds itself in this spot a lot. The Nissan won't have the speed it takes to pass that beautiful looking Pagani as the Pagani pushes him back down the straightaway. The Pagani is going to claim a third place podium position. The Pagani's looking good in third, but now we've got our championship matchup. It'll be the first to 3 wins for this matchup instead of 2, with the Porsche starting on the outside and the Lamborghini on the inside. Let's see who takes it in race number 1. A close matchup between these two supercars, but the Porsche is just barely going to lose out to the Lamborghini in race number 1. Now the Lamborghini moves to the outside. Let's see if we can get 2 wins in a row. The Lamborghini just has so much more speed than the Porsche, and he's able to keep it straight. He rolls behind the Porsche, but he still managed to get much farther. So we're gonna give the win to the Sesto one more, and he's gonna sweep the championship, beating the Porsche. And that is a result I was not expecting. The Sesto did it on the inside, did it on the outside, and all he's got to do is keep it straight for one last race, and he's got the championship. What can the Porsche do to retaliate? Let's find out. And the Porsche is going to sneak by the Lamborghini on the outside. Unfortunate, the Lamborghini not able to keep it straight down the backstretch. It's going to be the Porsche getting its first win, making it 1-2. They switch lanes again. This could be advantageous for the Porsche, but the Lamborghini only needs one more win. Let's see what happens. And the Porsche is going to spin out. It's going to be the Sesto taking the win on the outside, keeping it straight and reaching all the way down to turn 2 on that final matchup. it's gonna be the Sesto Elemento beating the Speed Machines Porsche today. Just some unbelievable scenes today. We have the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento taking first place in the supercar matchup, with the Porsche 911 GT3 RS finishing second, and the Pagani Zonda R gonna be finishing in third. The Lamborghini Sesto Elemento definitely a force to be reckoned with on this 2-lane fat track course. And thank you guys so much for watching this tournament. I had a blast. I thought this was one of the closest and most fun tournaments I've had on this channel in a while. And I also hope you guys enjoyed it, because there's gonna be a lot more racing on the fat track on the setup coming to the channel very, very soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.